How dare he? Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the biggest legends in Man United's history, walking out before the first preseason game that he has bothered to turn up to all season has ended. Walking out on his teammates, walking out on his fans, walking out on a club that, are not at their very best. But a club that gave him his start, a club that gave him his first opportunity. 75 minutes into a game, young players on the pitch, needing his inspiration, because he wanting some feedback from him at full time. And as you can see there, walking away. You might be talking to a few fans, but it's an absolute disgrace that Cristiano Ronaldo has done this. It is an absolute disgrace. And I don't even want to see anybody defending it, because at the end of the day, it's not as though there isn't a defense for it. I don't care what anyone's got to say. There is absolutely no defense for Ronaldo and Delo. Oh, yeah, that's right. Erik ten Hag allowed Cristiano Ronaldo and a number of other Man United players to leave early so they could start their recovery, ready for this week's training. They could beat the Manchester traffic on the way home. It was all pre-prepared. People panicking again, people spreading negativity again, mushrooms doing their bits again, mugs. I understand Cristiano Ronaldo has frustrated a lot of people. I understand Cristiano Ronaldo is not everybody's favorite Man United player at the moment. I get it. I understand it. And I have to say myself, I'm not happy that he wants to leave. I'm not happy with the way his team have operated this summer. Although, as I've said on many occasions, I completely and utterly understand it. I get it. It makes sense. But this is the problem with the mushrooms. This is the problem, even to a degree, with the media. The pictures clearly show Ronaldo leaving. But there are a number of other players that left as well. Delo was caught on camera and other people. Now, what is being said is, well, they weren't playing. It was very different. But no, Man United initially declined to comment on whether or not there was permission. And this very much stemmed from the fact the club were like, why is this even a story? Why are you trying to twist this? And I think there's a little bit of a naive mistake there from Erik ten Hag. He maybe should have answered it straight away. He has to realize with Man United, everything is headline news. Everything. Lose a game, headline news. Get a sponsor, headline news. Give someone a pay rise, headline news. One of your academy players farts in public, headline news. Biggest, most powerful club in the world, headline news. But this is on Man United fans. This is where Manchester United fans need to wise up. Because these supposed Man United fans, these eyewitnesses, as they were reported yesterday, that saw him leave, that saw him walk out, as reported here by the United Journal. One eyewitness reported that Ronaldo looked unhappy as he walked briskly to the car park. Man United declined to comment when asked if United had permission to leave the stadium early. Well, but these eyewitnesses would have seen the others. These eyewitnesses would have seen the other players leaving. These eyewitnesses would have seen Delo was in front of him. Delo is literally in the next goddamn picture. He was there. So you don't need to ask whether or not there was permission. You saw other players walking away. You saw other players leaving. You saw other players able to go. The bit that's frustrating to me is time and time again, Manchester United fans always looking for a reason to get at a player that they dislike. That they dislike. If I dislike him, I'm going to go for him. It's the same again and again and again. So anyone that's happy that he might be leaving, I've been a lot of mushrooms that don't like me recently have gone, I've got a newfound respect for you, mate, because you've been calling out Cristiano Ronaldo. What's that got to do with anything? I haven't really called Cristiano Ronaldo out at all. But your little brains and tiny ears and gargantuan mouths That's a little ironic for me, but there we go. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing the wrong thing again. What I've stated is that the club needs to be strong, that it isn't the end of the world if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves in terms of the overall context of this rebuild. Not happy with how his team are going about it. Man United should stand strong. Man United should be setting deadlines, etc. But there's a huge fundamental difference between that and getting on a club legend. And I think some Man United fans realize that there is a group of United fans who've never wanted him back, that don't really like him, that think he was the biggest problem in the team last year. And this is music to their ears because they get to, I was right. You guys are wrong. You're all in the mud. Not really. Like, this is what happens at Man United when you're consistently chopping and changing styles and systems and processes, cultural reboots, and all that jazz that goes with it. But I am really sick of Man United. And do you know what's crazy? These Man United fans turn the most on club legends. These Man United fans turn the most on academy players. These Man United fans spit in the face of so many traditions of this football club. And I know what the response is going to be. Well, Ronaldo's not respecting this football club. He is and he isn't. And what I mean by he is and he isn't is this. Cristiano Ronaldo is showing everybody that the club needs to have higher standards, not in the short term to keep him, but in the long term to be able to keep players of his level. Cristiano Ronaldo is being, if you want to call it disloyal, I'm happy for you to say he's being disloyal right now, but no more disloyal than this club should be to every single player that isn't good enough for them. Right now, going into the last season or two of his career, Man United are not good enough for Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that isn't defending him in what he's doing. That isn't saying I'm happy with the way his team are trying to get him out of the club, but it's saying I've got complete understanding of it. Because you're the same very fans that for players that you don't think are good enough, you'd be happy for us to treat them how Cristiano Ronaldo is treating us. And I'm just about balance on these things. But what I am sick to my back teeth on is are Man United fans consistently, time and time again, not waiting for the information, overreacting. Now, I didn't react at the second half, so I didn't tweet about it. I was like, okay, well, let's wait and see what comes out. I looked at two pictures and saw the low. I thought that the world would switch off. The stuff I'm seeing written is an abomination. Is an abomination. You're meant to be supporters of the football club. You're making up lies about your own football club. About your own football club. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Tell you what else is unacceptable. Searching and using the internet without your own personalized private VPN protection. You need it done. You really, really do. The Football Terrace can give you that opportunity to get that done with our partners at Private Internet Access. You can scan that QR code on my screen, as you can see right now. Make sure you're getting that done. You can get up to 3 months free and 82% off. The link is in our description below as well. If you can't scan the QR code, you might be watching on your phone. Protect all your personal data at all times. Make sure all your devices are covered as well. You can put this app and this system onto your computers, your Macs, your iPhones, smartphones, and much, much more. And the great thing is you have zero restrictions. So a lot of you tell me, certain country I live in, I can't super chat or I can't become a member. That's now plausible with your own very VPI, your VPN, sorry, from Private Internet Access. So make sure you go and get that done at the end of watching this stream. It's very important indeed to protect yourself. It really, really is. Now, I just want to say this to everybody. Like, I'm not out here defending Ronaldo per se. I'm not, because it's frustrating to see what's going on. But what I won't do, and I didn't listen, I wanted Marouane Fellaini out of Man United. I wanted us to sell Tom Cleverley back in the day. I thought Wayne Rooney was past his best and felt we needed to move on. But that doesn't mean that I start to disrespect people like that. There is a fundamental difference between wanting someone to leave the club and making up bullshit and lies about them, spreading BS and creating hysteria. What you then do is you feed this narrative into the press, and the media look like absolute fools today. They should have waited. They should have done their research. In fact, it wasn't even major research. Look at the pictures, not the only player that's leaving. Ronaldo may have done a lot of things wrong this summer in people's eyes, and I understand that, but this wasn't one of them. And Man United fans have got to stop doing rivals' jobs for them. We are the worst fan base in the world that when it comes to attacking ourselves. Sometimes it's like, "Oh, no, I know the truth, but I ain't gonna say it myself. I'm gonna let someone else say it. I'm just gonna maybe bury my head in that sand a little bit, and whatever else." Man United fans have got to be a little bit stronger. They've got to be a bit smarter, and stop jumping to crazy conclusions because again, you end up, what's they say about assumptions? Don't ever assume because it makes out an arse out of you and I. And I think exactly what these guys have done. Listen, I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Smash that like and that share button. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. See you soon.